Mew, mew, mew. How did you do? How did you do? I am redecorating my broadcast room. Trying to go with kind of a blue, sunsetty, starry nights feeling. I think I'm going to have to switch. I think I'm going to be switching that one out for a different one. I don't know. Trying to frame this is very hard for me. I can't leave this right here because Shiley has to have a place to lay down because all hail the queen. And I want to have my little kitties in here because I love my little crystal kitties.
Dude, I have like 50 pages or more. Actually, I should say 100 pages.
That looks pretty. Should put my crystals around it. What do you think? Put the crystals around it? I have crystals. There's so many crystals. See, I have a whole plate of different crystals and labradorite. That looks pretty, I think. Okay. And we're back to sprinting again. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue messing around with this. Mew, mew, mew. How did you do? How did you do? I pretty much think that I am happy with how my closet looks. With the skyscape paintings and just one question: which do you think looks better on this wall? This Aurora painting or this Aurora painting? I don't know. Painting A, the dark one. I like the first one because it's bright against the dark. Both are lovely. Yeah, my daughter painted these. This one. Whoops. Don't fall down. That one. The lighter colored one or the one with the brighter colors? There we go. That one? Lighter one. The lighter one. Yeah. Put the darker one right there. Okay. Yeah. Ashley did these. These are some of the early ones that she did when she was learning the pour painting. Eva answers the question, how's the weather where you are? Cold, and the sunset during that sprint. Yeah, it is getting dark fast here. We're about half an hour, 45 minutes away from sunset. We just in the last hour broke 40 degrees. JC says it's more cohesive within the space. Yeah, that one looks good over there too. Perfect. Yeah, she's very talented. Yeah, she is. She has a degree in art and multimedia graphic designs. She went all the way through college on scholarships because she is super talented and I'm super proud of her. And now she runs her own dog sitting business because art and specifically multimedia graphics is being so outsourced into. Yes. She hates designing book covers, but she does do some designs for me. She helped me with this one, with the Cat Lady cover and the Ghost With series. She helped me with all of those colors. Morgan says 46 degrees right now, not too bad. Nice. JC says it's been chillingly cold here the last couple of days, with the wind chills making it feel even colder. Yeah, so she runs her own pets design business. Oh, this is one that she gave me, and it's a joke between us because I like frogs. And so she made one that if a frog could dream. So it's got a little frog sculpture right there. But that one's up on the wall where people can't see it. That one's up in my corner. Yeah. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? I am done rearranging in here. I have got all of my plans. I've got all of this drafted out for all of 2026. The one thing that I'm thinking about is instead of doing the 85K 90 for January, I'm thinking about weighting it. How many books am I planning to publish? Well, here's the thing. Okay, so where is it? So here's my first 2026 page. And here is all my scribbles of me trying to plan things for 2026, which I have not put onto my, I have this as Hold My Espresso 2026, but 2025 was so bitter and such a struggle for me, especially the last half of it, that I don't know if I want to do that this year. Maybe hold my beans, hold my seeds, hold my cuppa. I don't know. I haven't decided. But what I had planned is the series that I need to publish is I have 2 books in Pagosa Cliffs. I have Stars Over Pagosa and Cards on the Table. Stars Over Pagosa is ready to publish. I just need to do a final edit and formatting. Hold my honeybees. I could do that. Hold my tea. I did hold my tea. Yeah. Hold my bees. Cards on the Table. Okay, so you know how Lloyd's cousin, he was raised with his cousin Tim, and they were like brothers. They were raised basically as brothers, especially after Lloyd's dad, who disappeared, and Tim's mom, who disappeared, were found dead together. And they found out that they'd been having an affair for years, and that Tim's younger sister, was actually Lloyd's half sister. So, scandal. And so the boys kind of went through it, and then they both fell in love with the same girl in high school. It's about Tim's story from high school, and about falling in love with Tanya, and the betrayal, the thing that he felt bad about betraying Lloyd, and their really rocky friendship, Tim's divorce from Tanya because she was trash. She was a horrid person. And then him like having to rebuild his life, build a relationship with his daughter, being forced to take jobs out of the country to make money for his ridiculously high alimony that Tanya's uncle, who was the judge in their county, assigned on him. So Cards on the Table is all Tim's story. And the female lead in this one that you meet throughout the book, their lives are running parallel, but they don't meet until years into the story, is Cassandra King. And Cassandra, Tim, through the series that Tim loves poker, and he's really good at poker, like crazy good at poker. And so and Cassandra, she is an opera singer and voice actor who suffers this huge trauma and develops severe anthropophobia, which anthropophobia is the fear of people. Anyone she doesn't know, she's like terrified, panic attack, freezes because of this traumatic event that happened in relationship to the erotica serial killer that we end up chasing in Stars Over Pagosa. And so I know I've told you about this, JC, about how he uses the unrealistic erotic scenes from his first obsessions, teenage like fan fiction erotica. He turns this into a series of books, and then he begins killing people using their favorite scene from the May I Be Chained spicy stories. And yeah, so he is terrifying. And Cassandra's roommate was one of his victims, and he almost killed Cassandra too. He didn't know she was home, and she kind of walked in on his little murder escape, but she got lucky because her cat saved her. But she is this very she is a tarot card enthusiast, and that morning her tarot cards flipped out. Her cat, Mrs. Priss, knocked her tarot cards down, and she got these tarot cards, and they did not make sense at all because she wasn't dating anyone. She didn't have any narcissistic men in her life or anything like that. And horrifyingly, the tarot cards weren't warning her about her life. They were warning her about her roommate's death and the man that her roommate was bringing home. So Cassandra develops anthropophobia, and they move her because Cassandra's foster brother is dating one of the McConnell Ballard clans. They talk Grandpa McConnell into selling Cassandra this little valley off to the side of the Rockingham Ranch, and they hide Cassandra there because basically she's a voice actress. She can work anywhere as long as she's got the right internet speed. And so Cards on the Table applies both to Tim, the poker player, and how he had to lay out his cards to Lloyd more than once after the betrayal he committed, and how Cassandra is a tarot enthusiast, and she uses her cards for meditations and life guidance. And so, yeah, that's the second one of Pagosa Cliffs. And then I have the last two of Relic of Time Wars. I have The Shadow Hunt, which I just finished writing. TDM is here editing them with me. Hi. Look who's home. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Co-author and editor right here is home. We literally finished The Shadow Hunt today.
Yeah, we did. We just finished it. I'm doing a couple more reads through it to get the edits through, make sure everything's going as it go or going through correctly. So
yeah, that one, and then The Huntsman Hope is already completely written, already completely edited. I just need to do a last pass in formatting. So that's 4 books for 2026. And then Wolf and Werecow, I'm working on the rewrite for. Tiger Lily Inn, which is on my Inkit page, needs rewritten. Cowboy a la carte, which is on both Inkit and Wattpad, needs rewritten.
Needs some work. I like Werecow and
Wolf.
And Wolf. That's probably one of my favorite books, but it's so satirical. Mom doesn't write satire, but to me that is like one of the funniest books she has written.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's running off to go have dinner and go bar hopping with her bestie. New Year's Eve. The eve of New Year's Eve.
It's funny, they don't drink like I do, so. It's what happens when you're a sailor and all your friends stayed home. So.
Have a good time.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Yeah, so I have 4 books. I have 1 per quarter planned already. So that's 4 books. And then I want to start Servants of the Moon, but after doing a quick read through of them, I don't think I'm going to start publishing them until maybe later this year or next year. Because Werecow, Tiger Lily, and Cowboy need work. So those are 3 books which might come out this year. Then I completely need to write Tears on Canvas. I need to write Stained Glass and Sand. I need to edit the last Revelation Night book and put it out. And I need to write the Viking Chimera before Sam stalks me and kills me. I have so much research to do on that. Yeah. So I have 4 books that I will definitely be publishing. I have 3 books that I might be publishing this year. Pretty sure they will fall in somewhere. The Servants of the Moon, though, I don't know. I need to stop pushing myself so hard. I need to be happy with a book per quarter. I need to not let OCD Goldbrain go, because that's what happens. OCD Goldbrain sees this, all of this, and says, yes, we can do it all. But I really, really want to get back to writing, because spending the second part of the third quarter and all of the fourth quarter just writing The Shadow Hunt made me so happy. Because for the last 3 years, other than writing 1.5 books per year and writing the anthology stuff, all I've done is editing and formatting since 2021. Literally, since I started Hold My Coffee in 2021, I feel like all I've done is edit. And I have written 1 or 2 books a year, and I have written for 1 or 2 anthologies a year. But the anthologies are shorts, and they don't feel like real writing to OCD Goldbrain. And yeah. Hold My Honey, that could be for 2027. Yeah. I would love to say Hold My Apricity, because apricity is an Old English word that means the warmth of sunlight in the coldest part of winter. And I really feel like I'm walking out of just the cold editing part. So yeah. Hold My Honey, that, yeah. Honeybees or honeycombs, or yeah. Well, that's not nothing, Mama Maggie. Editing is part of the process. I know, editing is part of the process, and I don't hate it as much as like I hate like formatting or marketing. I hate marketing so much. Shh. I know we're not supposed to hate marketing. Yeah, apricity. I love the word. I love that word so much. But yeah, pretty much this is my feeling going out of 2025. And also, okay, if you get offended, easy. Please turn away from seeing this coffee cup. Yeah. That is a feeling. That is definitely mentioned. Sky mentions she offers for many pretty low rate. Yeah. I feel the same way about marketing. Kat's back. She had to run upstairs. Love that mug. Need that mug. Yeah. I got this mug and a hoodie for TDM with this same picture on it, and slippers, house slippers that have the same picture on it. Mentioning marketing herself. I remember that, and I said, "Here now." Yeah. But I also cringe a bit. Yeah, marketing. We suck. I have no problem admitting that I sucketh at marketing. Okay. Wow, we've been chatting for like 20 minutes. Noise. I don't care. I'm fine. I wanted to get this done today so that I could go into 2025 with a new room. Ooh, yes, please. Kat has the mug. Can you drop the link, Kat? I will send it to my child and say, this is what I want for the birthday. Because as you all know, my birthday is January 1st. So yay, Happy New Year to me. Happy 56. I am. Yes, that is my real age too. JC and I are like, mugs? Did you say mugs? Oh, baby girl. Did you, baby girl? she's a very sad baby girl right now. My little old lady is very sad right now. We lost her brother. TDM and I walked past him and he was eating, and then I got a cup of coffee and I walked back into the room and he was laying on his side, not breathing. And I thought he had choked. And so I was like trying to like clear his airway and get him back and stuff. And then he just like started bleeding out one of his eyes and one side of his nose. And we realized that he had an aneurysm. But the very good news is he was, okay, she is 17 years old. He was 16 years old. He didn't suffer. He was happily eating his kibble with Parmesan and beef broth on it, having the good meal, and then he was just gone. So we are grateful for the time we are given. And I buried him out under my chokecherry tree with his mother. So he is buried right next to Lola. And so, yeah. So she is super clingy. But, yeah. But honestly, this is the one they say about Chihuahuas having the rage of 1,000 men. Yeah, we think spite is what keeps her going because she's got a heart murmur. And we were just like, we thought she was going to be gone like 2 winters ago. She just keeps going. And I have her little bed behind me here. And it has a heating pad in it. So I can put her down and she can be curled up in her little heating pad. Because she is super spoiled. Yes, it's my fault. I accept full responsibility for Ladybug's spoiledness. And I don't mind at all. Okay. There we go. Yeah, she's a good girl. I love her so much. And her sister is also going off antibiotics. She keeps getting this infection and they don't know why, but she's doing very well. Yeah. I want a tiny dog to carry them around and get them tiny clothes. She won't wear clothes. Doesn't matter how cold it is. I cannot keep a sweater on her. I have never been able to keep a sweater. She will tear her if I buy her little frou-frou outfits. Now I've been trying to put clothing on her since she was like this big when she was a baby. No, she just tears them up. She hates them. Now, will she climb inside my shirt? Will she go to sleep between the girls? Yeah, she will. Yeah, if I've got like a shelf, a sports bra that has a shelf effect, that's where she sits. She wants all the warmth. We can't keep a collar on the cat that goes outside, tear away for safety, but we really want to try a grappo. I think he'd take it off. Yes, between the girls. Yeah. She likes the warm places. All right. What time is it? It is 4:20. I have to go do chores. I don't want to go out in the cold air. Ooh, oh my goodness. My husband and I had a waterbed for years. For years. We had one of those coil mattress waterbeds. So it was just squishy enough, but it wasn't like the big wave waterbeds where you'd get on it and it was basically a balloon. My parents had one of those. So, yeah. Alrighty then. Well, thank you all for joining me for making the transition from the winter holidays to Starry Nights. I look forward to seeing you all again. I'm going to try to get back to doing sprinting one day a week. It's probably going to be Tuesdays. I will try to go after Sam, because I know Sam is doing the Tuesday mid, and then I'm going to do, because I'm 2 hours later in the time zone, it'll be mid for me, but it'll be later for them. And then, yeah, we're going to do better. 2026 is going to be better. It is going to be calmer. It is going to be happier. We are just going to make things work out, and we're not going to pressure ourselves. We're going to do what we do. And looking forward to Morgan and JC's next book. Looking forward to Eva's book 3. Skip book 1 and 2, which I can't say anything because I wrote the whole Relic of Time War completely out of order. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I love you guys. You are my friends. You are my tribe. You are my family. And I hope that all of you have they're drafted. Okay. All right. Well, keep going with book 3. Write all of the books before you start publishing. I hope that you all have a blessed and lovely, tell her to use, show. Order love to get 15% off. Nice. Did you share the link to the shop? Can you share the link to the shop so when I'm done here, I can put it in the video description so everyone else can go and get it? Because we're doing For the Love of Words in February. I am probably going to be bumping the 85K 90 to start on March 1st and do it from March 1st into the last weekend of May. All right, there's the link right there. Everyone, please go and buy a For the Loves mug. Nice. Thank you very much, Kat. I appreciate it. As I said, I hope all of you have a blessed and lovely day. This is the last time I will be using this outro. And I will be, come on, add. Why is it not adding to stage? Is it added now? Fine. Okay. Yep, this will be the last time I use this outro. I'm going to have to make a new outro. I have a lot of book covers to add to this too. Oh well. Enjoy. Be blessed. Have a very happy New Year. And